Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So, yes, this is part 3 of my visit to Brackley Antique Centre, largest antique centre in the East Midlands. And yeah, more interesting glass, more bits and pieces that I'm unsure of, and some books that I didn't buy that oh God, they were so tempting, but so much money. That's the kind of money they go for, usually, unless you find a bargain. But you'll see the kind of books they are, and if you see them, buy them. Yeah. Anyway, what else? And I also found out the tea room is not open every day. I don't know what days it is open or not, but yeah, I got halfway through and thought, yeah, coffee time, and I had to plough on sans coffee. Yeah, using my best French. And so anyway, let's get on and have a look at the glass. Got this. Does it actually say it's Pukeberg? Yeah, it's got written on it. It's got the label, but it says Pukeberg in tiny writing there. Pukeberg, Sweden. Lily pad handle, designed by Uno Westerberg. I've not seen this before. It's actually got a candle in it because there's a little bit of wax in the bottom there. But yeah, we'll try and find that. I think that's quite an interesting thing. So I've spent a couple of hours bumbling around with this Pukeberg lily pad candlestick designed by Uno Westerberg, and what I was trying to do was find out, is any of that true, and can I add anything to it, because that's pretty good. If it's right, it's definitely Pukeberg. It had the same label. This is 20th century glass here, by the way. But he doesn't know anything either. Yeah, it's Pukeberg, still bears the label. That's it. That's all he's got. Now, I've been through several books. And that's why I wanted to say something, because I've spent a lot of time on this and not got anywhere. I've been into the catalogues that are in the Bergdala Glastechnica Museum website. If I scroll down, let me scroll down, scroll. These are all the catalogues. They've got Pukeberg, so I've looked at them from 1960. Well, I looked at some of the early ones. It's definitely not 63 to 66. Now, looking at the styles of what's coming up, it looks later than 66. Okay. The other thing I found out looking through various sales things, because I was trying to find anything that would come up. I was trying to find anything, descriptions about Uno Westerberg, etc. I've actually looked it through about 3 or 4 different books as well. But anyway, what I've got in this bit is that actually tells you Uno Westerberg 1914 to 1985. So if he died in 1985, they're saying that this sculpture, which looks like it might be a similar period type thing, textured piece like this, they're saying 1970s. I think they're not even definite this is, although they're saying it is 1970s, or likely in the 1970s. And I think the lily pad candle holder there is likely in the 1970s either. It's later than 66, and we know he died in 85, so that's as close as I can get it. It's been frustrating. You can see I've got all these things opened up here. I've really been banging around, and I'm usually, if there's something somewhere, I'm usually pretty good at finding it. But anyway, that's the best I can do with it. I mean, there are other lily pads. Oh no, that's something else. That's confirming the dates as well. And there was something else. Yeah, if you looked in eBay, there's several on eBay. This is a 2-hole lily pad. None of them are giving you any dates or anything. No, that's the problem. They don't know either. I mean, this one's saying time match for 1990 to 1999, and we know that's not true because he was dead by 85, and so unless they were just carrying on making it, but then it wouldn't be designed by him, and it doesn't make sense. So the date they've got here is definitely wrong. What else did I find? Yeah, not much else really. It was just painful, just bumming around, looking at all the usual. I went to Mother Sweden. They don't have any of his stuff, so that was pretty. I searched for his name in here; it didn't even come up. He's not one of the artists that's listed in here. So yeah, it's really. Pugabo's not. I don't even think Pugabo's on here as a company. Yeah, they let me down badly. This is usually a really good site, but yeah. Anyway, so I'm stopping now. Finding things here I've not seen before. Not seen this. Costa Boda Crystal Lily Monet Bowl. Never seen this. Has it got a label on it somewhere? How did they? No. Let's try and find that. That's a centrifuge mould, so it's been spun up. You can see it's rough on the outside and completely smooth on the inside. So the label said Costa Boda, and they didn't join up until I think 1974. I think it was the year, it might have been 1975. I've gone to the Bergdala Glastechnica website. So this is the last Costa catalogue I've got here is 1974. And then the next one after that is 1983, where it's Costa Boda. I thought, that's where I've got to start. And where am I now? Here we go. And I found it. Strange but true. So I'm not sure which one it is. I think it might be this one. It looks a bit more like this one here. And Mats Jonasson is the designer. Costa Water Lily or Nacros, if it's so. And there are other flowers as well in here. So if I go back, you've got this one here, Lotus, and I don't know what a Linda is, but it looks like a daisy. I think there was another one. Is there another one? I think that might be it. Anyway, yeah, there's a few flowers. Is there anything after? I didn't look afterwards. No. So, yeah, there you go. It is Costa Boda Water Lily. Spotted these glasses here. Yeah, I think these might be Webb. I'm not 100% certain. They did glasses this shape. They've got polished pontle marks. They've got a slight vertical ripple in them. Can you see that? I think they're probably from pre-war, 1930s. They might even be warware because there's no stem. But yeah, I've never been able to pin them down. I've seen these in different colours as well. Amethyst and green. But yeah, usually amethyst, but not clear. But there's a set of 6 here, and they're probably, 90 years old, and they're £20. Spotted this down here. It's a huge vase, kind of blown into a ribbed mould. And my first thought, oh, Chinese, but turn it over and it's got a broken pontle mark. And it's got quite a bit of wear where it touches the table. Yeah, unknown, slightly bubbliness to it. Interesting thing. No price though. So, nice colour. I think it's a good thing, but yeah, no price. I'm not going to be rushing around for that. I saw some books here. If you can see, decorative art, modern interior, 7071. Yeah, modern interiors, continental interiors, young designs, and yeah. I was like, but they want £50, most of £50 each for them. So yeah, they're staying there, sadly. But they've got some nice glass in them. I did have a look. Looking at this, thought it looked familiar. It says Stuart cut candle glass, but I think it's a posy vase. Yeah, it's a mushroom posy vase. You'd put daisies in it or something like that. Just have a little mound of daisies in there. You've got water in the bottom. I think that's what it is. What we can do, I'm sure I've seen it in the catalogues, we can look it up and see. Is it a candlestick? It might even be a salt. I think it's a posy vase. We'll find that. I'm looking at the Stuart Crystal 1938 catalogue, downloaded from the Stuart Crystal Collectors Facebook group. And this is the kind of thing I was thinking out. He's called them violet holders, but here they're also talking about posy or rose bowls. You can see the similar shape. This one's very similar shape but different style. Just the edges don't curve down now. So this is 1938, and I thought, let's go back in time. So I went to 1927, and they don't have these, which implies that this is something that's come up sometime in the 30s. But also what I did find, this here, which is in amongst the cruets. So these are salts. That is the one that's closest to it. Is that what it is? Is it a salt? It would hold a lot of salt if it is a salt. So yeah, you'd use a little tiny spoon. So it's called an open salt. So it might be that, or it might be one of these. You see, this one's a bit similar with the same sort of rounded body and foot underneath. Just doesn't have the curved down edge, whereas this is the one that's closest to it. Yeah, really difficult to say because they're kind of probably dimensionally similar. But anyway, it'll be pre-war, and it'll either be an open salt or a posy bowl or vase. Just below that posy vase is this Davidson's. What have they got written on it? No. Vintage amber. Yeah, so this is a Davidson's cloud bowl. It's got the original frog. You can buy the stands separately when they were new, so not all of them had stands. So, but yeah, that's quite a nice big one. Look how big that is. It's about 10 inches across. We can look it up and see what sizes they come in. So I'll show you a quick reference. This is the Davidson's 1940 catalogue, downloaded from the 20thCenturyGlass.com website. And here is the bowl in question with the base that I was telling you about. This is saying it's 10 inches. Now, I do have a copy of 1931, and in that it's in 16 inches. So, yeah, sometime between 1931 and 1940, they shrunk it down to 10 inches. So that's probably from the 1930s, and it comes in assorted colours, and that would be the amber cloud vase bowl. Don't see too many of these to the pound. Stuart, it says it's Stuart Crystal Cup Prism Bowl. I think the designer for this is John Luxton, but they're not very common. What's the price? £20 for a pair. Ooh, can you get it back in? Yes. Yes, survived. It survived my handling there. Yeah, you don't see many of those around, and I think that's actually in the. This design is actually in the Charles Hadamack British Glass book, and we can just have a look and see what it says. So I knew it was a John Luxton bowl by Stuart Crystal, so I thought, yeah, we know that. We know it's from the 1950s. And I'm wondering, how much is it worth? Now, I've never seen the small ones before. I've only ever seen a big one for sale, and that was ages ago. So, I thought I'd have a look. And this is what I found. So this is a big one on eBay. Buy it now, $94.95. Yay. So, quite impressive looking bowl. Cool design, etc. Very of that period. And then if you go and look at on Etsy, there's a little tiny one, and they want £45. So you have to think this is Etsy. But even then, a pair for 20 quid looks very cheap. So yeah, so even if you go, okay, this is double the price it should be, then that pair is still half the price because it's two for the same price, and that's not including postage. I don't know what they want the postage. Oh, delivery costs £14. Flipping heck. Yeah, I'm trying to sell some of my stuff and I don't sell anything for that much. They must be putting it in a safe or something. I don't know. Anyway, so there you go. So I was looking around this stand and saw these. Oh yeah, Ravenhead, and I was looking around and this one here, this is not Ravenhead. And then I saw, yeah, they've put it's Itala. There's no L. It's just II. Shot glass, rare, £10. Yeah, I would say something rude about them, but I would have picked that up if it was cheap. But they know what it is, and yeah, no bargain there. So I knew it was Itala. I couldn't remember the name of it or anything like that, but I found this lovely little. I'm not even sure what is it for sale. Yeah, this is they're selling them for. Oh, these are beer glasses though, so they're quite big. £58 for a set of two. So what it does tell you, it's by Timo Sarpaneva. Yep. In the early 70s, and it was discontinued. It's called Kekarit. Yeah, and it was discontinued in 1986. What kind of glass is it? I did find it also in replacements. They don't tell you much. They just tell you it's discontinued. And I think it's a sherry glass, but they don't have a price for sherry glasses. Now, I think the price would be somewhere between this price and this price, because this is a cordial, which is tiny, like a thimble, and this is a bit bigger, which is I think what we're looking at. These are wine glasses, which it wasn't this big. So it's probably about $20. The problem here is though that this price will be the very top price you can pay for it. And if you look at this Frankly one here, where they're selling two beer glasses for effectively £30 a piece. Oh no, that's Ultimate. So I'm looking at the wrong one there. This is Ultimate Thule. This is new. Sorry, wrong one. There we go. So if the same price, yeah. So they're selling beer glasses for £58.33. So it's almost £30 a piece. Yeah, I think it is in Finland though. This, I'm not sure. But anyway, yes, I think that £10 might be a bit much for a small glass like that. I think a fiver is probably nearer the point. But anyway, this is what it is. It's nice to get it pinned down exactly. So I saw these pressed glass candlesticks, and they're kind of interesting, not interesting in that, yeah, they're pressed glass candlesticks, but the way they're done, the base especially, is like 1860s facet stem candlesticks with this petal foot. Yeah, that was copying silver of the time. So yeah, it's copying something that's 250 plus years old. We're looking at the ScottishAntiques.com website, and they've got a pair of reproduction candlesticks. They're copying the style from the 1760s, which is when glasses had stems like this. Can you see? And yeah, this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. So these are from 1900. They still want £275 for them. But actually, they're showing the chips on them, which you would kind of expect. But I'm trying to see if there's a better picture of the... Oh, look. There, you can see the lobed foot and the way it's cut and splayed out like that. So that's what I was thinking of. And the stems are kind of similar-ish. And so, yeah, this is the kind of thing. But they were pressed glass. I've never seen those before. And it's just interested me that there's pressed glass that's copying this earlier, much earlier Georgian style. Got to the cafe thinking I might have a coffee now, but no, it's closed. And normally, they've got sandwiches and bits and pieces and whatever. Closed today. So I'll plough onwards. So there you go. That's it. There's enough film left, I think, for 2 more parts. So we're going to go up to part 5. How can I say this? This is not as long as it could have been. Previously, I've just gone and hit almost every bit of glass, or every other bit of glass, and I've tried to be a bit more, picky about what I show you. Not picky. Anyway, whatever it is, just be not picking out every little last piece. But also at the same time, there's that problem of trying not to be biased about what I look at, trying to pick out things that I don't know, that I think are interesting, as well as just showing you the stuff I know. Got to have that balance. Anyway, with that said, what am I going to tell you? Yes, all the contact details for Brackley Antique Centre will be in the description below. All the references I used will be in the description below. And please remember to like and subscribe because it helps my channel. So have a good night. Good night.